Today, we're going to talk about bladder function. What exactly happens when you have to go to the bathroom? How often should you be going to the bathroom? When is it too often? How does all this even affect your pelvic floor? Let's talk about it. First of all, your bladder is a hollow organ, okay? It's located in your pelvis and it stores urine until your body's, well, ready to go to the bathroom. The bladder is considered a smooth muscle and it expands like kind of like a balloon. It expands when it's storing and then it squeezes as it's emptying. So when an urge to urinate happens, the bladder will actually be filling with urine, and the inner lining of the bladder they have little receptors that basically send a signal to your brain, and your brain will then say, okay, is this full? Is it not full? If it's not, your pelvic floor here will do a little contraction, sending yet another signal to your bladder saying, okay, you're not full, relax. So then it'll go, okay, relax and go into store mode. So all of this really should happen without you really honestly realizing it. But this reflex will occur over and over until your bladder is actually finally full. Then what'll happen is you'll get another urge. You'll head to the bathroom, your urethra will relax along with your pelvic floor, and then you'll urinate, emptying your bladder. So, y'all, this whole process of filling your bladder can actually take between 2 to up to 5 to 6 hours. So, the whole filling process, it doesn't happen that immediate. This will absolutely really just depend on how much you're actually drinking. I like to imagine the bladder is kind of like a coffee pot. While the pot is filling, it will have times of filling quickly. So, as you know, there's like a large influx initially, kind of like you just drink a bunch of water. There'll be a huge influx of consumption, so it'll fill quicker, but then it'll slow down sometimes to just drop. So it's basically a drip, drip, a filling. And that happens, y'all, all day. So when people tell me, they're like, oh, y'all, I could always go to the bathroom. I'm like, yeah, you pretty much could because it's literally like always filling. But the interruption of this filling reflex can be interrupted, causing some dysfunction that leads to basically an overactive bladder, meaning you're going to the bathroom like all the time, or an underactive bladder, which means it's basically, I call it like the teacher or the nurse's bladder. It's when they hold it all day just simply because they can't get to the bathroom. They get habitually in that state where they just hold it all the time. So, y'all, maintaining good bladder habits is super important to having good function. So, it basically keeps you from living in the bathroom and having to arrange your life around where the bathroom is. Y'all, there's literally apps out there where you can look up, oh, there's a bathroom near me. And where is it? Because this is such a common issue. All right, so what is normal? Okay, wait, let's not say normal. I hate that word. Let's say guidelines. What are the guidelines of a healthy functioning bladder? So you should be going to the bathroom. Remember 2 to 4. It should be between 2 to 4 hours. That's how long it takes for your bladder to fill. But the max time between going to the bathroom should be no more than 5 to 6. When you use the bathroom, the flow rate, meaning how long it takes for you to empty your bladder, should be around 8 seconds. That's kind of my happy number. And we're not talking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, we want to go 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, all the way to 8. All right, so here's 5 tips to making this easier. All right, number one, stay hydrated. Drink a lot of water. If you drink a lot of water throughout the day, it keeps your urine diluted and helps flush out all of those toxins. You really should be drinking around half your body weight in water, y'all. And yes, there is a thing of drinking too much water. In fact, I've actually made like goals for women to decrease their water intake because they were probably drinking like 200 times their body weight. And yes, it's a thing. But now, don't use this as an excuse to not drink your water. You want to try to aim between 64 as to like 80 ounces of water. Now, if you're drinking like 8 to 10 ounces of water a day, I promise if you jump up to 80, you're going to be living in the bathroom. So do not do that. What I want you to do is take it slow. I want you to incorporate 2 to 4 ounces of water a day every single day until you get to that goal. Now, if you start going to the bathroom constantly, back up a little bit. Do this gradually and slowly so that your bladder can start to stretch, to expand, to hold fluid. Now, all fluids are not created equal. So, the next step is what we're going to talk about with what to avoid. Number two, avoid bladder irritants. What's a bladder irritant, you ask? Okay, irritants are basically liquids that can irritate that inner lining of your bladder. It's things like caffeine, carbonation, sodas, alcohol, and acidic foods and beverages, kind of like an orange juice or something like that. Now, please don't shut the video off yet. I know if anyone was like, oh, you shouldn't have coffee, you can't have coffee because it irritates your bladder, I'd be like, okay, well, you come live with me then because I need to have my coffee. But my suggestion really for those people who have more than one of these irritants in a day is just counterbalance with water, y'all. So if you have two 8-ounce cups of coffee, maybe add an additional 16 ounces of water to basically dilute the concentration of the irritant as it hits your bladder. Remember, the urges will be more intense if and when your inner lining of your bladder is being obsessing the fluid, that could be more dense. So therefore increasing the urgency. And we really don't want to do that. So number three, practice good bathroom habits. Do not hold your urine for too long, going over that 5 to 6 hours when you feel the urge to go. I want you to empty your bladder regularly. Remember that 2 to 4 hours is your goal, and then take your time to fully empty it. So do not rush to the bathroom. Sit. Yes, I said sit. This is going to help relax your muscles of the pelvic floor so that you can actually fully empty your bladder. Put some toilet paper on the seat, get one of those bathroom seat liners. I actually tell kids, well, adults too, that when you finish peeing, count to 10, then try again. 9 times out of 10, they really just didn't empty their bladder fully and they end up going to the bathroom some more. All right, number four, maintain a healthy diet. Eat a balanced diet rich in fiber to prevent constipation. Constipation can actually put pressure on the bladder, leading to urinary issues. All right, last but not least, number five, pelvic floor exercises. Keeping those muscles strong and keeping them functioning correctly can help improve your bladder control and actually reduce the risk of urinary leaking. Thank you so much for joining me, y'all. I really hope you found this video informative. Please like and subscribe to my videos so that you can find more like this one and take control of your pelvic health. And more importantly, stop living in the bathroom. Take care, y'all. Y'all have a good one.